Hello everyone, my name is UltimoFive and today we are going over the Corinth Prime, the Hail Mary. The builds for this weapon do a moderate to massive amount of damage to all factions and can even deal with level 140 Eximus enemies. The Corinth Prime is obtained by opening a variety of relics and requires these materials from those relics to make it. Requires a mastery rank level of 14, comes with 2 V and 1 dash polarity slot, along with this a V Auxilis polarity slot. Because of this, the builds for this weapon require 3 Forma. The Corinth Prime has 2 ways to dish out damage. First is its primary shot, which is a buckshot. This fire can deal with single targets up to small crowds of enemies based on the level. Meanwhile, its secondary fire is an air burst grenade that can be detonated for devastating damage to large crowds of enemies and applies tons of status condition. The Corinth Prime has some buffs compared to the original Corinth in different areas. These stats would be that it has higher status chance, higher fire rate, larger magazine, higher air burst status chance, higher air burst damage, smaller max ammo capacity, slower reload speed, and lower air burst fire rate. Advantages for its primary shots would be that it has high puncture damage and good slash damage, and it is tied with the Corinth for the highest critical chance and critical multiplier of all shotguns. For its secondary fire, it launches an air burst grenade that creates a 9.8 meter area of explosion that deals high blast damage. It is tied with the Tromna's secondary fire for highest status chance of all primary launchers, and has a large magazine capacity. Disadvantages for primary shots would be that it has linear damage fall from 100% to 33% from 18 meters to 36 meters. For secondary fire, air burst can only explode mid-air and only deals very low impact damage upon physical contact. Has an extremely low critical chance, has a low critical multiplier, explosions cause self-stagger, explosion has linear damage fall from 100% to 10% from point of central impact, and it consumes 4 ammo per shot. The elements for the Corinth Prime against the Corpus will be Magnetic and Toxin. Magnetic amplifies shield damage by 100% and nullifies regen of shields for 6 seconds, which stacks up to 10 times for a total of 325%. Meanwhile, Toxin deals 50% base damage per second over 6 seconds. This build is fairly powerful for one-shotting human Corpus, but falls short for dealing with armor on the Corpus side, such as Oxymoth Spray or the Bursa. The element for the Corinth Prime against the Corrupted and Grineer will be Viral. Viral amplifies health damage by 100% for 6 seconds and stacks up to 10 times for a total of 325%. While testing this build, I tried Blaze, which you'd think it would benefit from, but instead it hinders the weapon. The reason why is because it adds an extra status condition, and in order for this weapon to do really well against these two factions, you need Viral. The elements for the Corinth Prime against the Infested will be Corrosive and Heat. Corrosive reduces armor by 26% for 8 seconds and stacks up to 10 times for a total of 80%. Meanwhile, Heat deals 50% base damage per second over 6 seconds while stripping up to 50% armor and causes targets to panic. This build just squishes the Flood like the bugs they are. Wait, I said Flood? Wrong game. But it does kill off the Infested pretty quickly. Charged Shell, Ravage, and Point Blank are to be in place of their primed counterparts if you don't have them. Blunderbuss, in place of Laser Sight if you are having issues with landing headshots to increase critical chance and just want the flat critical chance. Chilling Reload, in place of Frigid Blast if you want reload speed over status chance. This in turn will reduce status chance for mainly primary fire. Amalgam Shotgun Spaz, in place of Shotgun Spaz if you want to boost the revive speed if friends are having issues staying alive. Accelerated Blast. The puncture that this mod gives doesn't benefit secondary fire, and it doesn't stack pure damage, and has a slower fire rate. Vigilante Armaments. Just put this mod on Companion like Carrier or something. Vicious Spread. Yes, it increases damage, but that doesn't mean that it increases DPS. Along with this, the accuracy loss is kind of ugly. There are several ways to enhance critical chance and damage for this weapon. For example, for damage, Rhino's Roar, Nova's Molecular Prime, which makes all sources of damage increase by 100% against primed enemies. Mirage's Eclipse mixed with her Hall of Mirrors adds a massive damage bonus during the day or in light. For critical chance, Harrow's Covenant can add up to 50% critical chance and 200% on headshots. A Darza Kavat with Cat's Eye can give a 60% critical chance boost within 25 meters, and Smita Kavat with Charm can give a 200% crit chance. Arcane Rage. Upon headshot, 15% chance for 180% damage to primary weapons for 24 seconds. Arcane Primary Charger. Upon melee kill, 30% chance for 300% damage to primary weapons for 12 seconds. Arcane Avenger. Upon being damaged, 21% chance for a 45% critical chance for 12 seconds. And Arcane Acceleration. Upon critical hit, 30% chance for 90% fire rate for 9 seconds. Hope you all liked my guide. If you did, make sure to hit that sub button, like, and maybe share with friends. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see a specific weapon or build, make sure to comment below. And as always, I will see you guys on the next guide. Bye bye!